It is time for more Gex, and today we are going in the red door over here. Because we've completed everything in this little central area, and everything, well, air quotes everything, in the first area, because those couple of extra levels haven't shown up yet, so we can't have completed those yet. They don't exist as far as we know. And in here, we got 3 levels. Although there's also a place we can climb on here, because you can tell that because it's got the funny texture. I didn't mention this before, but in the 2D Gex, I believe you could basically climb on every wall. Which, yeah, they're not going to do that in the 3D platformers. That would just be busted. So you are indeed limited to climbing on only certain things. But I believe I will live. And I believe also that I'm going to do this in... yes, this is clockwise order. So we're going into Pangea 90210 to start with. Salt the lava island and climb the volcano. I'm glad the game is welcoming me back just immediately. Like, hey, do you want to die a lot? And the answer is, usually I prefer only once, but that has yet to be permanent in real life, so... Not that I'm saying I've ever really, like, attempted anything, but there's been bouts of ideation over the years. Who could imagine, right?
Saturday Night Live was funny.
Mean but fair, Gex. Although, wait, was Dana Gold on Saturday Night Live? I do not remember. Is that like rude? Oh, well, the new emote is a sub-only emote, because I figured, okay, it's buried a little, mired a little too deep, if you will, in channel lore at this point, but it is there, which means at some point that I'm probably going to redraw that hype lemming and put it as a follower emote. One of these days, I'll actually use all the emote slots I have. I discovered that I have 5 follower emote slots, 5 subscription emote slots, and that's just for the $5, and 2 animated sub-emote slots. What the hell? Am I deserving of that? Do I need that? It's not like I've become a VTuber yet, so I can't, like... I was gonna say I can't just, like, have an anime girl titty emote. That'd be for the tier 3 sub. Okay, I'm being very silly right now. As I said before, I'm trying to at least avoid, like, peeving off the TOS. Not that I think I'm likely to ever get banned at any point on this web zone, at least at this juncture, because I have an audience of, like, all of the people who are here, and that's it. And I am not likely to have anybody, you know, suddenly get a, you know, have such a bad day that they're gonna go, oh, that bitch Delia, I'm gonna make sure that she gets TOS'd, right? Like, none of you people are that evil. If you are, it's certainly not in that manner. But also, like, I don't know, I don't want to catch strays from some weirdo who doesn't even follow for long enough to, get something? I don't know where I'm going with that yet. I don't have follow emotes yet. Sooner rather than later, and indeed, I think the follow emotes are probably going to be the ones that are a little more generic, whereas... Oh, hey, look, hidden silver remote. Wonder how I get there. I'll figure it out. Whereas the follower, the subscription emotes, i.e. the ones you have to pay for, are probably going to be, if that's where any of the, like, serious in-jokes go for emotes, it's gonna be there, because you know, if somebody just randomly follows and they see the pimp strutting sign, they're going to be confused as to why this is an emote. But a lemming hyping, that's a little more understandable. Lemmings not dying is kind of a universal language. Oh, do you want an explanation? Okay, so the sign was a thing that showed up in a very early level, and it had like a little signboard underneath its weird diamond that had the phrase pimp strutting written on it. And we were all absolutely losing our shit. And at bare minimum, for me, part of it was, wow, isn't this game supposed to be for children? Which I know is like, probably not, because of all of these references to TV shows that would have been older than even the kids playing this at the time. But, you know, God help you nowadays. No 8-year-old is gonna understand. Listen, the 8-year-olds aren't gonna get the reference to Rodney King. They're not gonna understand the Tom Vu reference or the This Old House. Is Bob Vila even still alive? Like, I just had this sudden realization. I don't know if Bob Vila is still alive. I don't know if this guy is killable, actually. Hugh Granite was here. Oh my god, that's very silly. Yeah, it's like, I haven't thought about it for a while, but I'm like, I don't remember if Bob Vila is even still alive. Also, I fell all the way down the mountain like a complete goofball. This is my favorite part of any platformer, is when you just fall off the mountain, and then you fall into lava multiple times because you suck, but that's a whole other issue. I believe that's what they call a skill issue, bro. But I don't actually speak gamer. He's alive in 78. That's younger than I thought, actually. By like at least 5 years. I thought like, okay, surely he's older than Keith Richards, right? And I'm pretty sure that is now a no. He's not older than Keith Richards. As Keith Richards just slowly becomes like a unit unto himself of measurement of age. And you thought that Keith Richards was going to become a measurement of drug usage first. Anything but metric. Yeah, exactly. How many hamburgers old is Bob Vila, right? Oh, okay, I gotta attack it on the side. Well,
one day soon there'll be a smoke belching factory here.
I can't wait to get back over there and screw that up again. As one does. Whatever, let's just take care of this lava lotus and keep climbing back up here. Now, we could exit the level here by taking that remote, but there's more to go, and there's another one further up. So, realistically, my strategy, as far as it's something that I'm able to remember for any of these levels, who could imagine that soon they're going to start getting more complicated, is, except for the time I was doing it doing the opposite earlier, is to try and go for the one that is the furthest along first, while also making sure that we get both of our silvers as early as possible. And then, like, go in backwards order to get the ones that are steadily closer to the start of the level. You know, so that way we can sort of speed run it a little bit with the biggest air quotes you can imagine on speed run there, because yowza. I'm not really a speedrunner, who could imagine? But, I mean, basically, by the time we get to the top of the mountain, we're gonna have, you know, seen the entire level, basically, right? That's an interesting structure they got there that doesn't really look like it goes anywhere as such.
Where this came from, baby.
Oh, rude.
Forget about it.
I got fireballed and didn't do a fire animation, though. There's something funny about that to me. Oh, the movement pattern of this lava ball is hilarious, to be honest with you. You could call that a movement pattern if you're very, very silly. Anyway. Get myself back up on here. Where's a safe path here? Thankfully, it's just free. Yay. Now let's not get rocked on our way up here. Come on. We can do this, probably.
I'll take places I can burn to death for 100 hours.
That'll be in my room here while I'm streaming, Gex. It gets pretty hot sometimes, especially when it's like the very beginning of summer and it's like, hey, yeah, we're not turning the AC on yet. Well, you fool, you decided to stream something that is playing off of your PC. Anyway, let's get ourselves back in there. Oh, I'll take care of you later, bonus level.
I know what you're thinking. It's tail time.
It's called The Spy Who Loved Himself. Ah, yes, I get it. I've heard of James Bond.
Dr. Zayas, would an ape make a human doll that talks?
It's no, well, I can't actually rank the Bond movies in any real way, because I've watched, like, one film ever, and it was... I'm trying to think of, like, a good follow-up here as a punchline. Either to reference a movie that I have seen, which is a little bit on the odd side. Okay, fair. Or it would either be to, like, reference a movie that's, like, really odd that I have seen, like, I don't know if Phantom of the Paradise would really count, but Liquid Sky sure would. That movie is weird as fuck.
Licking my way to the top.
But, or to answer with, like, something else that's, like, really just... Whatever, I'm sure that you guys kind of understand that I was looking for a goofy joke answer. Liquid! Yes, thank you, Plastic Alan. I still need to play a Metal Gear Solid game or two on this channel. And by that I mean...
Lasts like this since Taco Night at James Earl Jones' house.
I definitely need to play 1 and 2 at some point, at bare minimum. The others are variable, and I mean, yeah, Snake Eater's a good game, but... That is definitely the point where it's like... Kojima is just making more Metal Gear Solid games because, honestly, why not? which is not necessarily a bad thing. Metal Gear series is quite good. Let's go take ourselves a little bit of a break from regular platforming and go do a little bit of bonus leveling. Well, I am just saying that Metal Gear Solid is a franchise that kind of would, if any PS1 series would canonically have a gay porn entry, I feel like the Metal Gear series would definitely be pretty high up there, and by pretty high up there, I mean, whoo boy. So here's an otherwise unused level theme, and I see there's absolutely nothing else to get on the rim down there, but I had to check, you know, just to make sure that I don't like lose this level because I missed something at the very beginning. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Is that that's Metal Gear for you. Irene, I wasn't even going to say it, and then... Anyway, this is a bonus level where it's quite easy to die. I don't need to update my save yet. Don't be silly. It's not one of those games that records the number of times you fail at a level, although, goodness knows, if it did, that would be funnier.
Well, this level must have been made by Q-Branch.
So... yeah. One of the big tricks here is that these platforms and devices are not attached to the side wall. I remember that for some reason. And that kind of makes me, like, play worse. Because I don't have a safety net in the form of, oh, whoops, just walk away from the screen, you fool. I swear it will be a good idea. This level uses an otherwise unused level palette. I don't know what to call it, but like a setting that's not used otherwise. We don't get this. We get something very similar later, but not quite this. When we get to Resopolis, which is the location where we will fight the villain, who is the same villain from the previous game, whose name is I forget, but anyway, that, and some of you are like, well, it's quite obvious his name is Rez, and that is the joke, but I digress. I digest even. What the hell is that? Is that a robot shark dolphin that... yeah, it's like a shark jet. Oh, also there's more briefcases than we need here, which is good for me, actually. Alright, now proceed through the rest of the level to get your gold remote. The higher the resolution, the worse the Gex games got. Well, this definitely does look like it came from 1998. You are not incorrect. But, yeah, this generation was the only one that actually had Gex titles on it. Not counting ports. Speaking of which, that Gex Trilogy Edition is coming out, and blah, 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 it's limited run, everybody. Limited run, more like gives me the runs. Wait. Oh, God. I apologize for your eyes, because that's some lights, and we are Disco Gex now. Yeah, I have very positive and fond memories of this game, although these jumps may kind of suck. Oh, boy. Oh, shit. This is... I want to see if I can get a different vantage point here, and it certainly is not going to get me over there. That's... Oh, buddy. Oh, that's like the worst feeling. We completed it, and we're still going to run out of time. Well, rest and rip us. Those things are spinning a little bit too fast for their own good. I'm pretty sure there's no way to, like, change that, so... So this particular bonus stage may just be like a special case of being butt.
Would you believe 2 Boy Scouts with a slingshot?
Actually, there are a couple of things, speaking of that Gex trilogy release, that apparently is coming out later this year. I'll believe it when I see it. Some people say that about Kingdom Hearts. I'll say that about Gex. Anyway, there's a couple of things that I'm wondering about it, notably voice acting, because once you got past the first game, when they imported these games over to the UK, they actually substituted the voice actor. So instead of Dana Gould in Enter the Gecko, you had Leslie Phillips, I believe was his name. He's this old guy with a deep voice. And in Gex 3, they had Danny John Jules. Yes, that was his name. Danny John Jules, who, in addition to having 3 first names, so go him, he is the voice of the cat from Red Dwarf. Which, you know, that's pretty neat. But also in Britain, Gex suddenly turns black in the 3rd game. At least... He does have that voice that sounds a little bit on the stereotypical end of what I'm saying here. Regardless of me saying things like that would probably get me canceled if I had a more sensitive audience. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty cool. I like Red Dwarf. But just in general, I think it would be neat to have access to all of the different voice sets to be able to, like, swap between them. And all considered, it is a port of games that are almost 30 years old. The least you could do is polish them up a little bit, right? Especially you're expecting me to pay actual money for that instead of just, you know, going on Vim's Lair or whatever and finding them and... I would love that. That would just be... That would be just the proper amount of, like, deranged of a concept for a Gex... a new Gex game in 2025, right? A concept that few of us would ever dream of. But which I would be 100% okay with. There we go. I just got into the rhythm and it finally worked out. Hooray! It only took us like 3 or 4 tries to beat that. Well, nice for a bit of change of pace, I suppose. Those gold remotes are not doing a ton for us just yet because we're sitting at 6. And we need 8 to unlock another extra level. We'll get there. We got more stages we can beat and get that stuff. Here we go. The umpire strikes out. Ah, boy, I'm just so tired of all these Star Wars. Oh, Ewoks. So we got a couple of things going on here with our first space level. First of all is that we're gonna have some pretty severely branching pathways like this. And second of all, that is an air meter over on the right. That's right, Gex can't breathe in space. He's not Batman. Also, he is indeed wearing a stormtrooper uniform, which I think is a quite funny choice for Gex. That, like, he's not going for any of the main heroes or the villains. Nah, he's just a regular stormtrooper. Oh no, that thing is just like a... Okay, no, it actually deals damage. Also, if you take damage, looks like you lose air too, judging by the blinky meter. And the fact that I seem to remember that happening on the N64 edition. Now, thankfully, we have got some air replenishers. And we've got an alien doctor billboard that's promising us a probing. Sir, I don't believe that's legal in this or any other part of the galaxy. And we've got whatever the hell this thing is. If we can get a good shot at its face, it's... No, it's rotating around too much for us.
Gecko shot, baby, yeah.
Anyway, that thing drops air bubbles, but it will clamp onto you and it will give you a suck, and it will try to eat some of your air, which, as we all know, that's totally how it works, right? And these sci-fi aliens are getting weirder by the minute, I tells you. Oh, hey, look, it's a TIE fighter.
Lolly, 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 get your adverbs here.
Oh, that's just a reflection effect. I was like, oh, are there multiple crates that, like, above or below that? That's... No, it's just... It's just reflection technology. A thing that sometimes I forget the PS1 can do. Oh, hey, look, it's a trash can robot. Couple... Oh! I forgot they had those big fucking guns. I'm not sure if this particular design is a reference other than the coloration being very R2-D2. Oh. And that's what happens when you run out of air. You die. Gex, don't call yourself daddy. It's 2025. That is a phrase that sounds a lot different. Yeah, like, I figured it was just supposed to be just an R2-D2 from the pattern, but I couldn't tell if the whole, like, actual trash can shape and the fact that it didn't have side legs or anything was another reference that I missed out on. R2 beat you. That's pretty good. I can get behind that joke. I look like that. To have what Pokemon? There's a lot of them. There's like at least 100 Pokemon, so I'm not sure if I can place what you're... Anyway, yeah, you did get a glimpse of that weird thing's face. It's kind of gross. We don't need to go down there anymore. I mean, we get some more of those, like, the space astronaut collectibles, but we'll probably get plenty of them by the time we get to the end of the level. Oh, you... I'm sitting here trying to pronounce this massive letters that you've thrown at me. Rock. There we go. Yes. Yes, I remember Croc-a-Rock. At first I was gonna be like, what, Obstagoon? Because he's this, you know, black and white wearing humanoid? But no, that would be if the colors were reversed, maybe, but... And also if he looked more like a badger, but... Yeah, there you go. Master Miller, that's what you called him.
Chase my tail.
And there we go, riding the rocket. I'd like to ride her rocket if you know what I... Oh. I'll help you fluff your Garfield if you know what you mean. Wait. Ah, the music's getting a little more intense. But also, we are down here underneath an area where there was a bunch of lasers firing, so it is perhaps fitting. Ah, look out for his Buster Rancher. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. We overdid it, folks.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Oh, I gotta go ride the rock. Yeah, I do gotta go ride the rocket again. Well, I mean, that'll guarantee that we get the collectibles remote, so... It could be worse. I don't think there's much exploring to actually do in that level. It's just go forward. Yeah, good old, they meant to write Buster Launcher, but they wrote Buster Rancher. You know, if you're a space farmer and you need that gigantic gun, right? It helps you ranch busters.
Radio free erect. Signing off.
Did you almost say something in Klingon there, buddy? One of these days I'm gonna, like, learn to speak Klingon, I don't know. This may or may not be true, but... It wouldn't be, like, the strangest instance of me, like, trying to learn any part of a fake language. Okay, probably not, but I am also enough of a big fucking nerd that I would be the person who just suddenly starts doing that. Just maybe not specifically enough of a big fucking nerd for Star Trek. But, you know.
Helium makes my voice do again.
Anyway, let's refill and... Well. Ah, it's Death Zone. I mean, fair enough.
Are you related to the cartoon trash can?
Reminded me a little bit of one of the parts of one of the near raids. Also, we came down here and there was a gray alien wielding Mace Windu's lightsaber. He's probably gonna want that back, dude.
Beam me up,
And do you really want to be the one who's messing with Samuel L. Jackson? I think that's Samuel L. Jackson. And before somebody's like, no, it's not. Listen, my problem is that I can't tell anyone apart. Actors? I mean, there's a couple of them.
What you thinking? It's tail time.
It's just called Lightsaber Alien. Oh, that's disappointing.
Hey, you! I'm a walking Dutch oven.
Oh, Jesus. That was a phrase. Thank you, Roundy.
I just played Gex, and it felt so good.
Thank you, sir. Oh, hey, there's those worm dinglers from that one level again, huh? What are they doing here? How you doing? Oh. It's going pretty all right. We were highly successful at the first level of this that we played, and this one, a little less so, but that's because there's an air meter, so things are getting a little bit rude. As it turns out, Gex doesn't breathe in space. Who could imagine such a thing, right? And again, he's got a stormtrooper uniform instead of any more major character in Star Wars. But hey, why not, right? Those are easy enough to replace if you lose them. Incoming computer chip bug here for some reason. Oh hey, it's the Blue Danube. I recognize this piece of music. I recognize it from the PC version of Lemmings 2. And other places. I'm not completely uncultured, I swear. Oh. Well. Yeah, we're dead.
This is Major Gecko out control.
Thank you, sir. Ah! I think there's an air thingy down there. Well, actually, screw it. Just
Shouldn't I be wearing a lead apron?
let's go over here. That's right. I think we just actually have to go this way, and that weird elevator in the middle of the level is not actually an important part of it. It's supposed to be a spacesuit of some description. As I said before, it kind of resembles a stormtrooper uniform probably sounds like an odd word for it, but, you know, stormtrooper gear.
Tell me again the difference between the future and Las Vegas.
Which, I suppose, would qualify, would it not? Oh, careful we don't get zapped, because I'd like to not die in that embarrassing way twice. I'll die in a different embarrassing way the second time. Hey, can you... You can't cross that gap, buddy. Well, forget about you, then. Oh. Crap, those things just rotate, don't they? Well... Yes, we do. As I said earlier, I added that as a sub emote instead of a follower emote, which I know is a thing that I have access to as well, because I sort of decided, okay, that's like channel lore in a sense. So that feels like put that in the sub emotes, which means one of these days maybe I will redraw that lemming hype emote. And that'll be a thing for followers. You know, as usual, as I'm like, gee, what am I gonna do with all these emote slots? Oh, thank goodness there is a checkpoint in this level. It does exist, everybody! Holy crap! He does exist! I do exist. Oh. Santa? What was that? I see this game is still a little buggy.
This can't be good for reproduction.
And I'm not just talking about Gex's diet. Is that damn Eminem reference in the... Yes, it is, Alan. A reference to an ad that is probably like 800 trillion years old. Jesus! What was that? God, were they all just waiting to get me?
Has anyone seen Fox Mulder's sister?
Well, let me tell you, it may not happen much more often. What, the reference or the getting proud of it? Well, the latter, but yeah, the reference will probably come up a little bit too often or something.
Captain, they are a bizarre alien race that find Adam Sandler funny.
I'd say wow, rude, but also, I mean, there definitely was a... I can't actually weigh in much on Adam Sandler, except that there was definitely a phase where his level of humor was not as high as before. That much is for sure. I've heard Uncut Gems is quite good, and that's an Adam Sandler thing, right? Not necessarily as humorous, it didn't sound like, but... I don't know, I've heard positive things. Alright, now let's fill up our air meter and then get ready to, like, not die. Oh. Never mind.
If I were real,
Remember some of the songs and skits.
the princess is here on the detention level.
As before, I can't really weigh in too much on it. Brian had a couple that he, like, referenced frequently enough to post in a group chat, so...
I just want the quadro triticale.
I think I know at least, like, one or two of them from that, but... You know, also, there's the problem of my memory is not great. And nor is my dexterity, but... That's a whole different matter. Yeah, we break into a run and then we don't have to tongue grapple these platforms, because... Goodness knows how many of these weird space germs Gex is... I don't know. Now these seem to be acting a little bit more normal, but my camera angle is certainly not. Interesting that it only plays the Blue Danube during those sections, and then it just immediately goes back to this, which I think is probably supposed to be a little bit... maybe not quite John Williams vibes, but definitely... It's obviously playing off of something else, you know? I just can't place it because my TV and film knowledge is not great. Well, look out. We gotta actually fight our way out of this one. Never mind, folks. And in we go. And out we go. And that's that level finished. Thank goodness, it was making me look like a damn fool. And I'm not sure I need the help. Alrighty. Here we go, our second tune level. Fine tuning. Only 2 red remotes to get here. So I guess we can't just sweep this and go straight to the boss in the green area. Not that we'd want to, but I guess we cannot. So the progression is paced out in a certain way. Climb the tree or storm the castle, and I can't remember. I think storm the castle is the one you have to go through more to get to.
Much like Bugs Bunny after the trot.
What? Oh, now that thing's just being rude.
Face my tail.
So there's the castle, like, right there, but in order to actually get there, we have to go through the entire level, if I recall correctly. On the other hand, I do find that kind of level design fun. As it's like, they'll show you the end goal at the very start, but you have to go in this big, long circle to get there. I don't know, I think maybe because it inspires this sort of like, what if there was a way I could get there even faster, sort of line of thinking. Is there stuff? Yeah, there is stuff in those tree branches. Neat. Okay, that's not how you do it. I think we gotta, well, obviously do something else, but... Is it as simple as just, like, doing a launch from here? Oh no, it's even just a regular jump. Alright. I was overthinking it, as usual. Oh, I get that reference. I don't know that I get the dominoes, other than them being dominoes, and all having the number 11 on them.
It's tail time.
That sign doesn't feel like giving me any collectibles. Darn. It's not like the one in the first level, but... Oh! Bowling balls, making the most accurate bowling ball smashing noise you've ever heard. Surely. I like the additional timpani in the music here. That's pretty good. Oh, now that is the rudest thing I've seen out of a bee this whole week. This thing, however, is friendly. It gave me even more of those? 4. That'll do.
Slip of the tongue.
Here we are in Cactus Canyon, or whatever you want to call it. It's got a green scorpion down there. You know, a scorpion that's just a cactus, right? Surely that's what that is. What do you mean that's silly? Oh, yeah, of course it is, but... the way this game operates, silly doesn't even seem like it's necessarily, that much of a downside. There's a checkpoint. Nice and early in the level, which is where you want it. Hey, look, there's a boat there that's stuck. I bet that's gonna be important. Why'd you have to bring it up, Gex? The world's most flat piranhas, well, vertically anyway. I believe piranhas are actually quite flat fish in the sense of, like... they don't take up that much horizontal space.
Under ouch.
Cute out shop, baby.
Hard head area, yes. Get... oh, that is a timing window that It's not necessarily like the easiest thing in the world. Whoop. And that opens these things up. Okay, I was worried for a second that they were gonna disappear permanently. This camera is not doing me a whole lot of favors here. That might be a little better. But I say I can't see the first one at all, actually, but not quite. Obviously, we are talking about 90s depth perception here, though, so... As you were, game. Never mind. This might take me a moment, because this timing is slightly funky. And now we have a bunch of steel girders to climb. But hey, is that necessary? I'm just trying to get some health here. Come on. Level's a lot harder than you'd guess. That leads us to this.
If this weren't a video game, I'd be on my way to prison. It's tail.
Ooh, maybe that's a bad time to get a collectible switch, but it'll do. I'm just glad this isn't as extreme as it could be, because let me tell you, that seems like something like they would go almost vertical and you would not be able to climb that. Oh, well, that's fun. I'll come back to that in a second, though, because there's still more stuff for us to get eaten by these piranhas. Ah, I told you.
This is like a luau at Mel Blanc's house.
Ah! Hey. Come on.
See? You're nothing.
Say hello to the floor.
Where's that platform? Oh, I guess I didn't need it. That's good, because it wasn't there. Ooh.
This is from Mr. Sinatra.
I taste dog duty.
Wait a second, isn't that like music from the cantina from Star Wars? Speaking of Star Wars.
They call him Flipper, Flipper.
Wow, a reference that's slightly out of place.
Watch me use my tail to kick your butt. It's tail time!
Fill up. I said fill up, not Philip. Right. Okay, can we cross these again? I seem to recall that there's like a thing that switches these off. And otherwise they were impossible to cross, at least in the N64 version. Okay, that leads to another part of the level. I do recall that. And by that I mean another part of the level that's not the one that we're trying to get to here. You alright, buddy? Yeah, he's fine. Oh, dang it, I missed one of them. Well, now that's just rude, game.
Guys, from now on, call me Merlin.
However, that does give us a nice step right up to the bell to open the castle.
Hey, forget about it.
Which is great. We can now proceed to ignore that rocket for a second. Go around the back here. Because there's our hidden remote. And hey, here's another entrance right in the castle through this partially visible wall. Is this a one-way? Yes, it is. That's what I thought. And you can see that fire restores because you need it to activate the rocket and get yourself over here. Oh, that looks incredibly like low quality JPEG up close. It even looks like the colors are, no, that's more like GIF color compression, but still, that's some color that was on that image. Ah, yes, another bonus level. But we'll deal with that
Forget about it.
in a moment. Because instead, we're gonna climb the tree. Which is over on the other side of a branching pathway
Too young to have a second child.
over in that area. Remember that place after the girder climb where we decided not to go? That is where we gotta go. Deal with it. Deal with no one can stop Mr. Domino over there. God,
File this under ouch.
I do want to play that game one of these days. It seems like quite the incredibly goofy video game. Just like most video games, I suppose, but that one seems like a special kind of... Ow.
Hey, I feel like I'm trapped in Boy George's pants.
Oh, I get it. He's dead now. Not because Gex killed him or anything. That would be weird.
Would Cheech and or Chong report to the front?
I can't say anything about that. That sounds long, though. And that's all I can... I guess I can say that about it, but... Not that I'm necessarily averse to playing a very long game, but... You know, we've done it before. I'm trying to think what the actual longest game I've played on this channel is. I mean, obviously, Battle Network Legacy Collection does not count because that technically is 6 games. But maybe it was like FF10 or something.
Tip of the tongue, baby. That's for 12 years of Full House.
Ah, right, timing this thing.
This is really about your father, isn't it?
Oh, that wasn't my best choice of layout here. Well, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I know this piece of music. Hey, we got a 1-up. That's pretty handy. Darn. Come on, Gex, quit bumping your head on things. That's right, you take all the blame here. Ow.
Pardon my tongue, darling.
Yeah, the layout of that jump pattern is a little bit crusty, so... Hey, this time we're Daffy Duck. That's right, those Elma Fuds got sick of getting their asses kicked by rabbits, so they decided to go after what sounded like easier prey. But we're gonna give him the old corkscrew. Oh. Well, never mind.
Look, I just wanted the gift shop and the bathroom.
To be fair, whatever I was saying probably didn't need to be finished being said.
Why, did you flunk out a nasty camp? Hey, night,
Night, night, baby. Yeah.
Get despicable. There we go. If I... That was not quite the right amount of phlegm, but it also wasn't a very good substitute for phlegm. However, despicable. There we go. Putting an X sound in there is just like, oh yeah, you're going to seriously jack up the amount of phlegm involved there. As somebody cuts the words, you're gonna seriously jack out of that just out of context. Wait. Now for that I would need... I would need the word that gets blocked by my bot. Well, one of the two. Not the other one that's the... Oh, you guys can go to heck. Not the other one that's the blocked site URL, because... that's just robots. Come on. They wouldn't interact with me. They would view, and then I would definitely not be allowed to have Twitch partner, which, to be fair, it's not like I'm pushing for that anytime soon. Not unless I make some kind of wild audience breakthrough, which, you know, not very likely, that's for sure.
Damn IRS.
I don't even know the context for that, but I laughed anyway.
Nap time.
I mean, listen, the taxes in this country are a little bit fucked, but not for the reasons that most people would think that that anyone would say that. Well, anyone who knows me knows where I stand on who's not paying enough taxes in this country. If we can even be called a country anymore pretty soon, I mean...
Note to self, don't step on any brown, mushy rocks.
Not that America wasn't already basically a colony of itself, but... I digress. Which is a very weird... It's a very weird thing to say, but whatever. Listen, I'm sure the Joker just, like, looks at the number of pages in the tax code and goes, I'm not reading that one myself. And that's how he knows that those guys are too powerful to mess with. Legalese? The hell with that! Well, there we go, at the top of the tree, and, you know, a tree that's been partially cut off. Every time I see anything, I just think of her, and except that her, in this case, is Riven. Anywho, there we go. We have completed this level, and we should now have access to another bonus that we can go and play, which is called I Got the Reruns.
It's tail time.
I get it.
Los Angeles, city of the future.
Collect 99. Ooh, baby, they better be in like a large clump here. We had diarrhea twice. Yeah, exactly. That's the reruns, baby.
That's it. That's a spot.
Also, yeah, we got a level here with this. Whoa. Well, first of all, we got that puke-o-matic minecart there. But also, we got this kind of industrial bit of groove going on here because we are in the Resopolis sort of setting. Asterisk, not quite, but it's giving us that as like the basic theme that this terrain is being overlaid over, because Resopolis mostly sort of looks like the inside of that other bonus stage we did today. Instead, this one, we've got this, like, Mars terrain and very Resopolis industrial-sounding music. You know what? Why the hell not?
So, this is New Jersey.
I actually do enjoy the fact that, like, this game has bits of the soundtrack that have this much nasty grime sound to them. That's kind of neat.
Shaka, bro.
Okay, is it possible to climb all the way up there? I mean, surely if we get on the cart... That just goes, like, back around the loop again, right? Whatever. It's basically our only really accessible path. Let's go. And get ready to barf. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh. Oh, well, this'll have to be where the... Oh, so it's a one-way thing. Okay. I mean, like, part of that... Isn't that really, at least partially, just because television is much less of a thing?
It's tail time.
But yeah, definitely, things have changed so much in the... Oh, it's kind of alarming to think about. It's been 27 years since this game came out.
This place ain't that bad.
That makes me moderately distraught. I mean, only moderately. Wow, the passage of linear time. Who could imagine? But it is also like, wow. I have been on this fucking dirt ball for so long.
Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme.
And you just feel like things have just gotten worse. That doesn't seem like a great state to be in mentally, but I digress. I think we gotta actually... No, we don't have to climb the weird rust rock pillar. But I think we got all the TVs at ground level here.
I'll take one of those and some of these.
Yeah, there's just other sources of brain rot these days, right? And instead of having it be tied to a large stationary box, it is now tied primarily to a small, highly mobile rectangle that fits in your pants pocket. Like, you imagine a pocket-size TV back in the time when this came out, right? I mean, first of all, it would be a CRT, so it wouldn't really even fit in much of a pocket. And second of all, once you get past all the receivers and, you know, we'll pretend that reception isn't going to be an issue, but it would be so infinitesimally small of a screen that you wouldn't be able to see enough coming out of it for your brain to actually rot.
This is the big one. I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Somehow, I was gonna say, somehow this made me think of all the can't wait to get home from looking at the bad screen to look at the good screen memes, which of course are about other things, but also, I mean,
Los Angeles, city of the future.
there you go. There's bad screen, good screen. Anyway, sorry about your stomachs for all that happened, but pretty easy bonus level. Actually, kind of cool music piece in there. I don't know how audible it was because of how I keep my sound balance, so that way I don't have to shout over everything. But yeah. Alrighty, gang. Let's ignore that thing and go to this gate. Wave to the moss. We got a boss there that we can't fight yet. Soon, though. And yeah, this area, we've got 9 green remotes, 9 red remotes available to us, nice and easy. I think we only need 30 reds to finish the game. So yeah, that should get us to 29 with this, and we beat one more of the extra levels, and that's it. I think, if we wished. You go fight Rez and be like, wow, I'm pretty bad at this boss. But we'll hash that out when we get there. Okay, rude. Fight off that weird, unevolved looking Gex. Can I get the... Yeah, we can actually get up there. Nice. Pick that up. And yeah, I'm just sort of realizing now a lot of these voice clips are actually recycled from Gex 1. Because I suddenly just remember the exact sounds of these. Like, okay, yeah, sure, reference pool size, right? It's not necessarily going to be all that huge, even when Gex is talking about real estate expert Tom Vu, right? Which, I mean, obviously people knew the Tom Vu infomercials are obviously a thing that people know about, clearly, but like, it definitely seemed a little bit afield for me when I heard that. I was like, oh, that's... God, I feel like a huge nerd being able to say that on stream, but... But like, the voice clips just sound the exact same as some of the ones from the original Gex game, which I think was 1996. So this is the part of the game, by the way, where my memory is going fully out the window, because I'm just taking a guess at the fact that this is probably a level with a lot of branch... Yeah, I mean, we got these two things over here, so this is definitely like a weird branching path sort of level. As opposed to, hey, here's a linear thing like we had in the first level that we played today, where it was just one remote is basically just after the other. Hey, come back here. I didn't want that thing interrupting me. Well, I was... the empty history bookshelves in the prehistoric world. That's pretty fun. Oh, that was terrifying. I mean, okay, we're not deep enough into the level compared to this thing for the fact that we died there to upset me, and we get enough lives playing this game, just collecting the dang remotes, that we're not really in any particular worry of game overing, but that massive leap of faith, that was pretty scary. Anyway, I suppose my ultimate point here is I don't need a cellular phone to rot my brain. My brain rotted all on its own. Just by existing and not necessarily being of the highest quality. Is that thing animated or is it just like... It is very slightly animated. No, I think it's just from the cameras. Never mind. Disregard all prior instructions and whatever. Oh, is that supposed to be like a blueprint for a wheel? That's... Again, the backgrounds of these levels do have plenty of fun things in them. Okay, yeah, this is... It's too early to do that.
Someone yell cut.
I go backwards? I think I did. Ah, whatever. It's fine. Backwards and forwards are a little bit meddled here. Meddled, muddled. One of those. That's backwards. That's definitely backwards. This area, however, is round. So the idea of forward and backward are probably a little bit more, a little bit different, really. No, this is definitely actually forward. It just doesn't look like it. And that requires a spring jump there. I just have to actually remember to do that. Ah, crud. Get on there. Dang it. Ah. Castlevania 64 is an actual IRS member. Oh my goodness. Castlevania 64 is a pretty strange one, if I recall correctly, but that may also just be that it's a 3D game, so the 2D nature of Castlevania didn't necessarily translate perfectly, but hey, welcome to the late 90s, where every game franchise basically was going 3D, and not all of them necessarily made the best transition. This fucking pterodactyl. Get down here. Come on. Oh, dang it.
And this is just one of the 40,000 rooms in Aaron Spelling's house.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I need to actually watch the animated Castlevania series at some point. And play more of the games for that matter, so. I do have a copy of Circle in the Moon and a Game Boy player, so I can do that on actual hardware. You know, the game that people don't like anymore. And even at the time, they were like, I can't see this!
I'll give you such a pinch.
This level is starting to beat the hell out of me. Wow, okay. Sure, dude. I thought I hit you, but... maybe needed a little bit more than that. Oh, well.
For me?
I feel like I've only really heard people say good things about it, just overall, but... I mean, a large part of that might just be this certain level of, well... most people really like Castlevania, at least that have played it. And Konami's handling of the franchise has been... well, let's just say that it's been a little bit of the not great description. There we go. There's our collectible remote. And...
Hey, forget about it.
well. Back up we go. I think I need that health. Yeah, of course I do. Just assume at this point.
The best they've got around here. In 6 months, we'll be running this planet.
Dang it. That's not the one that requires a spring jump.
That's not in the script.
Licking my way to the top.
Ah, I see. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know offhand who even worked on it, so like I can't say anything about that.
Let's get it on.
I screwed this up real badly. Wow. Oh, that thing's tail is still alive down there. Well, I don't know, maybe he'll time out or something. If I have to come back this way. Ah! There we go. There's our silver remote. I thought so from the particles, but I wasn't sure. So I had to fix that part. Well. Anything going on this way? Yes, that looks like the path over to another remote, but this probably is one also. Yes. Oh, goodness. Is that where the split is for two of these? That makes me a little unhappy to consider, but whatever. We got our silvers. And that will spawn a new bonus level for us. And hey, it opens the boss. Is that back at the red gate? I think it is, but it does kind of look like it could be just anywhere, really. Bounce up the flowers. That's right. There's this one. So yeah, we already know about this one.
The natives will trade you 4 of their women for the girl with the golden hair.
That ice power-up isn't necessary. Not even particularly helpful. I mean, perhaps it is. Maybe it, like, freezes those lava vents or something, but I don't know, because I lost it as soon as I got it last time. Fuck.
I'll take places I can burn to death for 100, Alex.
When did this jump become this hard? Oh, right. Depth perception.
A little tongue now.
There we go.
Add 1 million years, 2 white tigers, and we're at Siegfried and Roy.
Well, crap. That didn't go so well.
Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition.
The camera rotating is making me have nerves.
Between this and Hades is there's no Kathy Lee Gifford. Oh yeah, it's tail time.
God, now we're hitting the point. This is a thing that shows up, I think, in every 3D platformer, where the game just kind of goes, okay, nightmare camera angles are going to be a thing now.
It's tail time.
And let me tell you, the amount of times I've almost hurled playing this so far. Ugh.
Dr. Zayas, would an ape make a human doll that talks?
I'm invincible.
I take dog duty.
Alright, get that.
Plenty more where this came from, baby.
Now we go right back to ignoring these enemies. Ow. Oh, hey. A one-up that I didn't notice before. Neat.
40,000 rooms in Aaron Spelling's house.
Oops. Well, that one-up turned out to not be necessarily super valuable, but it happens. It happens. There we go. I got that one on the way down this time. Nice and easy. Unfortunately, the rest of my platforming could still use some work, but... Pick that up.
Lady Raven, take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape.
Oh, I get it. That's a reference to a movie. The small handful that I am aware of. Oh, this camera angle. I'm in the wrong place. Ooh, yeah. Rotate back around. Go. Not there. Place to go to the left here. Yeah. Oh, is that it? Is this just a round room?
And this is just one of the 40,000 rooms in Aaron Spelling's house.
Yeah, so I'm here for nothing.
Sayonara.
Oh, but the one-up regenerated. Well, that makes life a little bit easier on some level. To see those things come back all the time. Unfortunately, the game didn't like my full input there.
Look, Gallagher got a gig.
Alright, so as far as I know, this is like the only other path, because that entire room is just round. I may need to like leave the level and re-enter so that way I can retake the hint.
The difference between this and Hades is there's no Kathy Lee Gifford.
It's back in the... It's back to the entrance. What? I'm confused.
I'm glad I raised you.
Eat this.
Whatever. I'm just walking in the lava and taking the full heal, basically. So... What the f... Huh? It's like, watch for falling lava, or something like that. Unfortunately, I mostly have to watch for fucking pterodactyls, because they're a really really awful enemy to fight, actually. Alright, let's heal.
All this thanks to miracles.
Would you just stop that, buddy? Alright, so here's where we have some lava droplets. Is this the bit that I have to go, like... Well, no, because that's not a path. Unless there is something that I missed over here, but like... This whole path just seems to be the... Seems to be the steam fence path. Unless there's another one that I somehow missed, which... Doesn't seem impossible, but... Seems highly unlikely, you know?
My doctor says my lens are...
Take that. Down we go. Oh, he didn't even look like he was attacking. I guess this angering counts. There we go. I finally killed the damn thing. Wish it would stay dead between lives, but whatever. They also just sort of resist you tail bouncing on them, so that's a bit of a problem because that's ordinarily what would be my best way of dealing with things that are in the air. Be just drop on them. Wow. Good drop there, Gex. The pun reference was fun, so I'll give him points for that, I guess. That's the other path around the thing.
I haven't seen blasts like this since taco night at James Earl Jones' house.
Alright, so we're coming back up here because I want a new perspective, if possible, because that's where those two are. I fell in the lava. Oh well. Let me use my exit level feature here so that way I can come back in, because I need to see that hint again. Otherwise, dang, I'm lost. Like, really lost. Okay, that didn't really give me the greatest information.
Okay, whose job was it to mow the lawn?
Can't go backwards from the start. This is one of the more straightforward levels, actually, but...
Body blow, body blow.
Nap time.
Okay, because that's the main path. I'm just double checking here, because clearly I'm missing something, and it's fairly simple.
I'll take places I can burn to death for 100.
Here we go. This is what I missed.
It's tail time.
Alright, well that wasn't actually so hard. I just had to pay a little bit more attention. Again, just like that last game I played. The answer is just right in front of me. If only I could actually have noticed it properly. But I did not. Oh, look out for that droplet. Yeah, that's better. Don't get set on fire if you don't have to. There we go, and that thing is eating up our entire camera perspective there. Wow.
Between this and Hades is there's no Kathy Lee Gifford.
I'm surprised that we didn't get enough to get to the next level just from all of the ones that were on that little path there. That's quite densely populated. That's funny. Alright, well that is... that level finished. Damn, that took a long time. Mostly because I was bad at finding stuff. We could go fight that boss right now, but I'm not doing that yet. We're going back over to the red... No, don't walk into another level. Come on. I understand why the camera does that, but ease off, buddy. Here we go. Ah, yes, this level is called Trouble in Uranus. You get it? It's like the 7th planet of our solar system. But also it means bunghole.
Evening, Mr. Picasso.
Unfortunately, in the far future, they will have changed the name of Uranus to end that stupid joke once and for all. And what will they call that afterwards? Eurectum.
It's tail time. Oh, William, please. Give me a sponge bath.
Thank you, Roundy. I was laughing at the thing you said. I am not completely sure of what the gag was with what Gex said other than the phrase sponge bath, but I'm sure it's a very funny reference that unfortunately I am not pop culturally literate enough to understand, because I don't watch that much TV. Now we've got these creepy rocks that have eyeballs on them, but all I can think of is, like, Cassandra from that one Doctor Who episode. Or she was just like the skin plate. I mean, obviously that wouldn't even be what they were going for if the reference wasn't too new for the fact that the game came out in 1998. But, indeed, that robot actually had me worried for a second that it was going to be an enemy of some kind that I had to fight, but it just kind of looks the part. Well, so far this has been shockingly simple. Oh, absolutely. They definitely nailed that part of the tone during that era. It has been forever since I've watched like any Doctor Who though.
It's tail time.
Forget about it.
Oh, well, that was shockingly easy once I actually stopped falling into holes. I think the amount of bottomless pits there is supposed to be the difficulty for you, but... Well, I mean, I guess it sort of counts. And there we go. We've got yet another of these horror-themed levels. They love the horror style for a lot of these games. I think the original Gex had a lot of levels in its sort of like horror-themed area too. Like possibly the most out of the game, or pretty darn close. Don't remember for sure exactly because there's a lot of the first Gex game that I don't remember, and that's only based off having seen it. I've never played it. This level is called Texas Chainsaw Manicure. That sounds a little painful. Doesn't even matter where you get it. Right, the floating furniture, huh? Ah, yes, look at all those portraits.
The real estate wizardry of Tom Vu at work.
Oh, there it is again. I keep... Man. That still is such a bizarre thing to hear referenced, well, anywhere really, but...
Look at that 211 in progress, baby.
Anyway, the big upside of these bonus levels is that we don't have to look for a hidden silver remote, and we don't get one for collection. Oh, these axes have no armor attached to them. So honestly, this is just a platforming challenge, which means that I'm gonna die hilariously.
Who forgot to pay the gravity bill?
Oh yeah, these tables are doing some funny things, that's for sure. They got a mind of their own. Okay, yeah, those things do actually move. Well, that is odd.
Here's Gecko.
Ah.
Forget about it.
Ah, yes, killer bats. That's what we need more of here.
Gecko, jump, baby. Let's get it on.
Wonder where all these paintings are. Like, if there's any interesting sources on any of these, or if some of them are like barely stock images or something.
Pat, I'll take the floating chair for 200 and the rest on account.
Obviously, the. Wow. Okay, that was rude. What else is new out of this game, though? Right? Is he far enough to actually get? Yeah, there's some health there.
For Scatman Crothers.
Ready, Braven.
Yeah, like some of these paintings, I mean, obviously the ones that are of Gex are things that were made for this game, but some of the others, I'm quite curious. If they're like just dev photographs that have had goofy outfits painted over them. In fact, I would consider that to probably be the most likely possibility. But that's entertaining by itself. Oh, no, we were in a... I was jumping prematurely there anyway, but we were in a safe position for what I was trying to avoid. So that was not smart of me.
The real estate wizardry of Tom Vu at work.
Yeah, I don't know. So far, this one doesn't feel quite as bad as the other one, difficulty-wise. Maybe I'm going to be disproven on that matter at some point, but...
Fabricating a floating furniture field of 3,327 to 1.
we'll figure that out when we get there.
Hi, I'm here for the real world interview.
Ah, Boorns. That was badly played on my part. Well, wouldn't be the first time, that's all. No, it seems like it's fine, actually. Yeah, it's just gonna be on the way back that I have to jump. Because, of course, there's a way back that needs to happen here.
Imperial fleet would never follow us into a floating furniture field. Gecko chop, baby, yeah!
Ah, dang. I should have just done it the safe way, but I didn't feel like it. Dodge past those dudes, and we got a Chucky. Dang. Well, surely that switch is not going to stay thrown, so I'm going to have to go back and redo that whole part of the level as well. Which I'm not terribly delighted about.
Lily, have you seen Grandpa? This is what Tim Burton thinks about when he's in the tub.
Ow. Really? And the answer to that one is yes. Yes, really. Yeah, I'm playing this one like garbage. I did say there was probably going to be a lot of death here, so...
Slip of the tongue.
Yeah, like that picture, this picture here really looks like a dev portrait. Extremely weird section of level there. It's literally just to get over that bookshelf for 3 power-up. Not even power-ups, just pickups.
Clock says party time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and turn that thing again.
Reminds me of Halloween at Rip Taylor's.
Taste my
Pick that up.
Believe me, you smell like I feel.
Alright.
Don't take career advice from Joe Piscopo.
Shit. Well.
The Imperial fleet would never follow us into a floating furniture field. plenty more where this came from, baby.
Shit. Oh, that was what we would call not well played, and twice now. Wow. That seems like a bigger hitbox than I would expect, but perhaps
Forgot to pay the gravity bill.
I'm just...
Man, Hef has let this place go. Hey, Don King!
Alright,
This is for all the angels in heaven. No luck for the
we're
Don
here and we've got full health, I think, right? Yeah, I didn't remember getting hit.
Taste my tail.
Okay, so I think we're almost back to where we were before then. Oh, it's pretty neat. And again, I like the fact that there's a couple of levels here that are just like pure platforming challenges as opposed to leaning into the collectathon aspects. But I'm getting my ass kicked by some parts of it, because... And by some parts of it, I mean, like, all of it, really, but...
Kill your TV,
This up.
man.
Oh, somehow we're almost safe. Oh, hey. Get that guy out of here. Alright. Let the Chucky doll come at us from the side here. That makes it probably easier. Crud.
Pat, I'll take the floating chair for 200 and the rest on account.
Oh, wow, that comes all the way down there. Once again, I didn't notice, because... Depth and the ability to perceive it. Welcome to the land of 3D platformers. Yeah, the hitboxes on those axes feel a little bit wide, so... That is causing me some issues. Not least of which, because... I'm not... Well, we've been over that part before. 3D platformers and I rarely have a nice, agreeable relationship. Climb up the... There we go. The latest issue of gigantic axes. This is where we got the... Once again, we're seeing yet another example of that classic 3D platformer thing where the thing is not right up against the wall, which, again, it doesn't really make sense here. It's a floating table, but it does provide a lot more difficulty than you'd think in a game of this particular era. And hell, even if they had built this level in, like, nowadays, it probably would still be a pain in the butt.
The odds of navigating a floating furniture field are 3,327 to 1.
He loves those Star Wars references with the floating furniture field.
Alright, it's tail time.
I mean, this game loves its Star Wars references in general, but... Just get a little practice on that, I guess. Although navigating the axes backwards, that's going to be the part where I really probably take a hit.
Luther, get it on, baby.
Hey. Land on the platform. There we go. That's a perfectly acceptable skip. Then I don't have to deal with taking that damage from the axes instead. Right, we got the two ranks here.
Get it on.
Unfortunately, we took a hit.
It's tail time.
Nap time.
It's tail time.
Now I want to take a look here and see... Oh no, it's probably another room. Oh well.
Tail time.
Yay, we got an extra life, which is pretty good with how much we've been dying, but also it feels like we've kept up decently anyway, so... Ah! I didn't start moving fast enough.
I take dog duty.
I'm curious what that... Oh, it leads to health. Thank goodness. Yes, game, I need that. Crap. Well, thankfully I managed to get through that without taking a hit. That looked like I should have by all rights, but... apparently that is okay to bounce off the top of those. Don't question it, just fall in the fucking fire from the spinny camera. Oh god, this camera angle is dismal. This is... Oh, this thing is doing what? Ah, yes, it's doing a motion of aggressively chucking something off of it. I suppose I expect no less at this point.
Welcome to Under This Old House.
Ah, I see. It's a bunch of coffins in there. Doing an odd set of motions. Once again, I mean, really everything in this level does. I don't even have to say it anymore, but... This doesn't seem as patterned, or maybe it's just a very long pattern, but... Either way...
Welcome to the New York City Mass Transit System.
Fuck.
Freddy, Jason, Freddy.
It's only a flesh wound.
It must be the door down there, right? It's getting just that close to because of the height. There we go. Finally, we got to cross that. Is that the end? It is not the end. Oh. Motherfucker. This is so long. Ah, good, and there's a Chucky doll down here. Game, I would really appreciate if you, like, give me some more health. Probably be a nice thing, but... That's because I'm sitting here on this one health for this long. Even with the map being... Never mind! I was gonna say, never mind with the map... Even with the map being essentially safe, but no, he got me in between tail swings. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for it, but I just wanted to make sure that I wouldn't get ambushed if I absolutely did fall in that pit again. Unfortunately, now we're back here. Dodge the desks. I think that's the only place in the game where you see those desks, which is kind of odd. Yeah, that hit is way too far back to get over here, so...
Hey, forget about it.
Duly noted. Don't even think about that when you're on the way back. It's not gonna be there.
This is from Mr. Sinatra.
Fuck! Damn it. Ah! Excuse me. Fuck. Let's go get this health, because now I really need it.
My secret friend.
Relax with Peter Lorre there, buddy. The Peter Lorre, or to translate from British, cock truck. Wait, what? Never mind.
The odds of navigating a floating furniture field are 3,327 to 1.
Slip of the tongue, baby.
Alright, now if we could just not screw this up on the return trip here like we did before. Alright, go up here. Turn the camera. I said turn the fuck... Ah. Oh my god, okay, so I just can't get, like, back from that. I have to... If I want to pick up that piece of health, I have to approach... Somebody's running something's engine out there. It's making quite a noise. Okay. Yeah, so basically the point here is that if I come back through this again, which I probably will have to, knowing me, if I want to get that chunk of health, I have to get that a different way. Basically. In order to be able to retain it, which is probably just like drop off of the ledge, really.
You're nothing, see? You're nothing.
At the bare minimum, the tail spring across the coffins is quite safe.
You crazy mixed up kid.
Oh, right. This goes like this. Okay.
Slip of the tongue,
Whoa.
baby.
Son of a bitch.
Say hello to the floor.
Of course, the rotating tables means you can't really very easily grab them with your tongue and have that actually work.
Who forgot to pay the gravity bill?
Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, actually. Oh, never mind. It's just in a circular pattern, and we are at the exit. Thank goodness. I just have to not screw this up. Whew.
Time.
That... I think we were in that level for like half an hour or something. That is rough. Well... I guess they are just an extra thing, so... Fair enough, but still... Damn. Ow. Absolutely brutal. Get off of that, Gex. Come on. Now is not the time for goofing. Oh, hey, I heard a weird low tone when I did that. I crossed that time. How odd. Now, for a break in the monotony in terms of design here, let's go for Honey, I Shrunk the Gecko instead of Poltergex. Yeah, sorry for bonking the mic. This level is one that I remember being very, very large.
How did I get in Bill Gates' head? Boys, Tron didn't work once. It's not gonna work twice.
I already said something about that, because what an incredibly bizarre thing to say nowadays, right?
One for me and one for me. I gotta make.
I'm on top of the world, Ma.
I gotta make.
It's tail time!
Pick the rest of these up. So these walking dudes,
Watch me use my
these
tail
are
to
completely
kick off
disabled and unable to be damaged, despite the glowing eyes, until you walk by them with the charge from the power cell here. Then they will wake up and they'll start doing their usual walking pattern.
that, Mr. Bug? Jimmy's trapped down a well?
But if you swing at them fast enough, you'll be able to kick their asses before they even start moving.
You don't chop, baby, yeah!
Which seems pretty helpful to me, but
My tail's gonna kick your butt.
Just get my kickstart.
got that capacitor that tries to attack us.
Can I supersize this?
Sweet, like candy.
Oh, well, down go the doodads. Pick those up.
Okay,
shower.
Go in this room. And what do we got? Another one of these bridges.
Now that's what I call getting some tape.
Yeah, that's what we got going on. All right, 1 second. Just adjusting in place here. Ah, heck.
All this technology still can't explain why David Hasselhoff is so popular.
You see, Gex, the David Hasselhoff thing is because it's Germany.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
And that song from that Kung Fury movie, True Survivor, that's pretty good if you like the sort of mock 80s thing. And if you don't, you'll just be like, why would someone make this? Although really, I pretty much explained it already, so.
Clean?
I mean, yeah, that's entirely reasonable. That's... Truth be told, that's as much of a music career as I know of David Hasselhoff having offhand. Like, I'm sure he's got something else going on, but... Otherwise, like, you say David Hasselhoff and I just think of the guy from Knight Rider. Well, I'll be quite honest with you. Sadly, I have realized I actually don't remember a whole lot of YTMND stuff anymore. Like, aside from a large amount of all your base edits, which I specifically have this brief recollection of one where one of the lines that was said by Katz was edited to "That is not no good. It's your base," and that's as much as I can remember. But oh, that's oh, that's fun. I mean, yeah, the whole like mishearing things, especially across language barriers, has always been a very rife place for internet comedy. I definitely recall some videos where somebody did something, some folks did stuff like that with the Japanese, whatever it was that they had instead of the poke rap.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Among probably several, and by probably several others, I mean definitely several others that I do not remember specifically because my memory is only scarcely functional anymore. Oh, the poke rap was definitely a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, I have nostalgia for a lot of things related to old Pokemon.
He's not housebroken.
You know, ultimately, the old Pokemon anime was probably pretty alright, but maybe that's just me saying that because, like, wow. I haven't seen any anime in, like, forever.
Ladies! Time to go post-go.
Yeah, I mean, considering the amount of people who can't make a tenth of that of actual words flow, that's... I mean... This leans in here to be rude. Somebody's gonna hear me say something like that and they're gonna immediately think I'm insulting their favorite artist. I don't know a lot of music artists. Like, listen, I know enough about music in general, especially of the more modern persuasion, to be like, I actually don't know that much. So trust me, your favorite artist is not catching strays here. I'm just being slightly rude. Got this stairway set up here. No stairway. Denied. Wait. Oh, I think that whoever the artist would be for an updated poker rap would just be so mad about the prospect. Because, are you serious with some of these pronunciations? Like, yeah, Deliberate and Reuniqueless are definitely the ones that upset me the most. Until I watch a newer episode of the anime and they pronounce something in a very bizarre way and I just kind of go, what are you referring to?
Yeah, it's fail time.
Like something from a newer generation, I mean.
The only thing this place doesn't have is a baby gap.
Like, they pronounce the ostrich's name as Espatera or something, and I just kind of, like, get very, very angry and kind of go, wow, stop stealing my shtick of pronouncing things wrong on purpose. Right? That's my bit and not literally everybody else on the internet. That's internets with an apostrophe S, not just an S. Oh, that... Dang it. I fell off of the thing.
A little tongue now, a lot of tail later.
You know, those Spanish ostriches. Wait. Not that it's unusual for Pokemon to have critters that don't really fit with where the region is supposed to be. It's just that I find the sheer prevalence of that ostrich very funny. And also, I actually really like its design and it's how it plays a lot, so...
I should have just been a Maytag repairman.
Sounds like Sylvester the cat now. You're not wrong. Oh, all that work just for an extra HP fly?
Sandwich in my pocket?
This level is, like, already really easy. Especially compared to the last couple of things we've been playing, but... Like, dang, I thought that was going to be the way to the hidden remote or something.
Shut down all the garbage mashers on the detention level.
It's yet another reference to a Star Wars, guys.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Ah, boy. Pff.
Lost you in the Terminator.
Alright, so I'm assuming that this is the way to go, and I didn't really see a whole lot of other paths. So... okay, yeah, that's a
It's tail
screen
time.
fly.
Lady!
Oh, hey. Now that's just rude, guy. See, now I actually need the health pickup. Ah, those little drones are
He's not house proud.
jerks.
The only thing this place doesn't have is a baby gap.
I don't know of a faster way to bring... No, the triangle button doesn't do it. I was clicking the sticks. I was hoping there would be a faster way to... Select button? No, the select button.
Just getting my kick started.
You know, it's a select button.
File this
So-
under ouch.
They don't use that for, like, anything in any video game because... some reason.
This.
This is just for... This is probably also in case you fall off. In a very specific location.
Hey, forget about it.
Fun noise it makes when it bounces off of things. I'll tell you that for a reasonable price. Just like the one you can get these filthy acts for. Wait. Yeah, as you just make suction cup noises.
Give us 2,000.
Oh yeah, here we are. We're in this sort of hub room again, but up way hot. Fuck! Oh, that makes me unhappy. As you can probably guess, I have to go all the way back through and redo that whole section. You bastards. Is this the wrong way? This feels like the wrong way.
Cut! Stun Gecko!
Night, night, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the wrong way for what I was trying to do. Just like over here instead, I think. Ah, yeah, okay. I got you now.
I take dog duty.
www.dork.com.
Yep, we... Oh, hey.
Gecko chop, baby!
Crap. I was actually in place there, and... Okay, good. This part of the room resets itself, thankfully.
Judo chop, baby! Yeah!
Cross.
Ooh, I'll give you such a pinch!
Uh-oh, am I stuck? I think I'm stuck. Well, that's most unexpected. But I had distinctly considered the possibility that it would happen. Still.
Oh, yeah. It's tail time.
Ah, darn. I was really hoping that would make it, because it seemed like that sort of angle worked fine for the other spot, so...
Nap time.
Alright. Now we're back up here. Over the big fucking hole you can fall into. I love that for us. Okay, good. That rotating platform didn't go too far over there. The fact that there's a place where you can do that and it can just shove you off, that's a little mean.
How did I get in Bill Gates' head?
Pardon my tongue, darling.
Hey, forget about it.
Alright, well, there's not a whole lot to get up here. It's basically just for more collectibles. I was hoping there'd be something slightly more interesting, but unfortunately, no. Yeah, we've only been to one of these spots, so this way and this way once we actually managed to land it properly. I mean, we could have jumped there, but I admit I was a little nervous about it because of the back and forth motion there.
He's dead, Jim.
Ah, just go for it. That's better.
It's tail time.
Alright, now just one more remote to get here. Then we'll finally be done with this very long level. Ooh, but that's open to Lion Head somewhere.
It's tail time.
So if I recall correctly, the Lion Head contains the entrance to the final boss, but you can't actually enter the level until you get 30 red remotes. So it's a bit of a tease for you for however long.
I'll give you such a pinch. This looks like an all-nighter at Richard Simmons' house.
Alright, so is this room where there's a passageway? No, it's another room entirely. Camera? Can I just get like a straight angle here? Or at least as close to angled at like a multiple of 90 degrees as possible?
All this technology and Shatner still can't get a good haircut. me and one for me.
Okay, so up there, and it's kind of hard to see, there's this whole pattern across the ceiling. And that seems like it's something that is kind of
Maybe I don't know
important,
who
so
irons for you, but none of this stuff is grounded.
I'm trying to hash out if there's another way we can do this other than just... Yeah, we just have to go back along the IO tower route here. Because I fucked up and I didn't see that that was where the entrance to this was. Like I said, this is a part where a lot of my memory of the game is just well and truly gone, so... Hopefully that is deemed to be an acceptable, like, instance of me not knowing what the hell I'm doing.
It's tail time. What is this? Outtakes from Deep Space Nine?
Sayonara.
Shit. Well... I wish I could, like, gain height from jumping off of the clingy walls. Just to be able to get back up there.
I love that guy. He's not house pro.
Well, now I gotta reclimb the whole room, because I didn't remember the actual route, and I tried to be a little clever about it, and it failed.
Lady, you gotta change your lens filter. Slip of the tongue.
There we go.
There's plenty more where this came from, baby.
chop, baby!
God, controlling these platforms is so anusy. It's just like... They don't really go quite at the angle that you expect them to. Because of the whole rotational movement. There's a lot of guesswork involved, basically.
Tail time!
Fuck! Oh my god, that is such a not great jump. Also, I see that guy is still shitting mines. That's what's making all that like thrashing noise down there.
It's tail time! Take that, hired stooge.
Ghosty.
I've been saving this for you!
Ooh boy, finally. And now in before, this is somewhere we can easily get to without doing all that. And it was, because I just realized this is where the elevator lets off, isn't it? Oh my god, I am such an idiot. I can't believe how much harder I made this for myself. I thought that went somewhere else entirely. Well, I apologize mostly for the amount of time that took. Because I was doing something in the stupidest way possible. Wait, no, we've been here already, haven't we? Yes. So the place we need to go is actually the other direction from that branching pathway.
Loft to a determinator. Captain outtakes of the Wiz.
There's another thing over here. So what's the... Oh, is it just for some health? Well, I have a feeling that we're not going to find the silver remote going this way, because this is the way to the exit. But at least we can get that, and I can go and... I'm actually just going to look it up, because, yeah. I don't know where anything in this is, really, in this game.
It's tail time.
Not anymore. Alright, I'll be right back, everybody. Okay, I am back. Sorry for the holdup. I'm gonna go look this up real quick again, and yeah. Okay, I got it. It was actually on the path to that last/first remote, so... Whoops. Ignore that cursor.
Let's get it on. All this technology and Shatner still can't get a good hairpiece.
Oh, William Shatner has many things that he is lacking. Ah. Hey, get over there.
I designed this scent with you in mind.
Oops. Fucking hell, the camera is just spinning now when I get up there, and it's quite awful. Causing me a big issue. I mean, alongside the fact that I seemingly have forgotten how to do this platforming. But also, this guy was really edge guarding pretty severely, so in my defense, it was always a little dangerous in the last few times, so.
All this technology so fat guys can hear Rush Limbaugh.
I guess internet radio is a thing. You're right, Gex. Anyone else is like really happy that Rush Limbaugh is dead?
Oh yeah, it's fail time.
Fine. That thing can die, though. Alright, so I want to take a look here, because... Okay, yeah, so we do have to do that here. I thought there was another stage of that for some reason. But no, I'm just forgetful. And to be fair, this is a pathway that I saw earlier, so...
I love that guy. He's not housebroken.
This is more the area that I was thinking of before, I guess. Or it's just very similar looking to that. Oh, God. All the camera gagging, just... Nah, fuck it. I'm going all the way through and making sure I pick up the red remote that we already have. Wow, good work, Gex. Wow. Great work, me. Fuck. Well, so much for that one-up that we got in here earlier. I think the platforms remote might be easier. Well, nah, it'll be fine, I swear.
Lost you a
Dominator.
Especially since I'll get there with full health this time. Well, fuller health anyway. Ah, nice. Shit. Well, that was funny that our animation just sort of stopped there in terms of the flippy that we were doing. How odd, but... Oops. There we go. Oops. Moving a little bit too curved of motion there.
It's tail time.
And there we go. That's what it looks like to collect a red remote that you've already got. Not super interesting, huh? Oh, well. Alright, now give me my save prompt. There we go. Well, I know we did quite a lot today, but somehow it still feels like I didn't get much done. Probably because we spent so much time on those last couple of levels.